We are live.
People start connecting.
Sure, there's no problem.
There you go. So we are now live. Mr. Randall, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Again, we are connecting to our community as we promise every weekends that we will, bring shows to our community, that program that benefits our community. And this is going to be the first one in English, okay? So I am going to try my best to translate it from Spanish and English and English and Spanish. So my English is not very good looking, Mr. Randall, but I will try the best.
Right.
So first of all, I would like to appreciate that you taking the time to be here with us. I know how extremely busy you are, and for you to be with us it's a bless. So first of all, I would like to thank you, and give yourself, the microphone so you can, introduce yourself.
Yeah, we are Randall Funeral Home. We're located at 1247 Easy Street in Woodbridge, Virginia, 22191. And basically my name is Henry Randall. And basically we've been down in Woodbridge area for about 20 years, doing a lot of funerals for Hispanic people that are either El Salvador or Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, just all over, Peru. So we cover a large, like a range of all kinds of sending bodies to their country and everything like that, pretty much.
Si dice que él se llama, I'm going to translate it, se llama Mr. Randall. El nombre de la funeral se llama Randall Funeral Home. Están en el área de Woodbridge, en la dirección que es el 1447 Easy Street en Woodbridge, Virginia, 22191. El número telefónico es 703-490-8112. Es la oficina. También menciona de que es una funeral que trabaja con la comunidad, para la comunidad y por la comunidad. Tienen más de 20 años trabajando al servicio de la comunidad, y lo que ellos están haciendo pues es prácticamente llevándole soluciones a la comunidad cuando ese día tan inesperado llega. Mr. Randall, so thank you so much for all that information. I think our community is very, very happy to have you in this area, because we know that you are very close working with consulates, churches, non-profit organizations. So you are, the answers for many questions. You are the solutions for many problems. When we talk about that date, I don't think anybody is ready, but I know that when we find a person like you, a funeral like you, is somehow you make, those process very easy. So I know that this is not just about businesses. We talk about one day with you, off the air, and you was explaining to us why and how you get involved in this, and it's something, brought to my attention that you really care about the community, and I know for a fact that in some cases when some members of the community, they really, 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 low incomes, the solutions is always there, and we talk and we find a way to help our people. So I wanted to say thanks again, because you are this funeral that you represent. It don't discriminate. It participate. It doesn't matter if you black, white, red, whatever. You always there. And on behalf of our community, I would like to thank you. And I also wanted to say that this studio that you see today here, all this that you see, Mr. Randall has a lot to do as well. With his contribution, we bought computers, we bought microphones and chairs, and that's how you tell the community, that you just not just about money. You also support. You know, when the time come and we need to get support from it, you're the first one jumping and say, I'm here. You know, that's something that we really appreciate it, Mr. Ronald. So I know you came from many, I don't know how many members of your families are, and if it's something that is this coming from a background, from your families, can you elaborate a little bit so people can understand how you get involved in it?
Well, I always believe community is first. Helping out, you know, the community, that's the main thing. Working with people, doesn't matter what background that you're from, as long as if you can give a person a helping hand, that's the most important thing. You know, but what you were saying basically about when there's a problem in the community, my thing is to find a solution to the problem. So by us finding a solution to the problem, we have helped the Hispanic community for their problems, which is called death. Like you said, no one is really ready for death, but it comes. And it comes like a thief in the night, and it's more like unexpected sometimes that you do know, sometimes you don't know. So it's basically trying to let the community know that we're there and that we have affordable prices. That's the most important thing.
That I can guarantee, because we've been working with you very close. I'm gonna translate them in Spanish as well, if you let me. Mr. Randall dice que él entiende el dolor, entiende el sufrimiento de la comunidad, y que pues su funeral está para darle soluciones a esos problemas. Es muy importante entender que cuando ese día llega, nadie lo espera. Son bien pocos los que se preparan para cuando ese día llega, pero que el objetivo de esta funeral es buscarle solución a cualquier problema. Lo que él menciona sobre cómo, yo le preguntaba cómo él llega a hacer esto, y dice, bueno, porque yo he trabajado con la comunidad por muchos años y me di cuenta de que esta es una necesidad, de que esto no hay muchas, o mejor dicho, no había muchas cuando yo empecé a trabajar para la comunidad, y por eso decidí trabajar en esto, y créanme de que pues me siento orgulloso de que puedo ser parte de una solución. So, I was translating a little bit about your explanation about, but again, I was also talking about the date that, you know, we don't know when it's coming. We know that we're all going to get there, but some people, I would say a small amount of people prepared them for that day, but a huge number don't. So, and that's why it's important that when it comes to work as a family, as a community, you know, to have a strong alliance like you is a plus. You know, it's a plus because there is always an answer for any questions. It don't matter at what time you call, you always answer the phone. It's 24/7. Is that correct?
Yes, it is 24/7, but I always say that it's 24/8 because we don't stop.
Right.
You know?
24/8.
We are constantly going all the time, 24 hours. It doesn't matter if they're calling at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3, 4. We're always there to answer, you know, the telephone. That's the most important.
That's the most important thing.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Yeah, and that, I guarantee that, because I sometimes I call you at 12, and you always answer, you know. And like you said the other day that we spoke, you call me for a reason. You don't call me just because, right?
Absolutely.
Every time you call me is because there is a reason. So that's why I always answer.
Yes.
So, yo le pregunto a él de que la comunidad siempre tiene las necesidades y a veces no sabemos a qué horas. Su funeral se constituye por la necesidad de la comunidad. Hay un teléfono que está abierto, dice, las 24 horas al día, que no importa la hora que usted llame, siempre hay alguien esperando y contestando esa llamada, porque si usted llama por una razón, y por esa razón es que la funeral de Randall Funeral, la comunidad la aceptó como no tiene idea. Pasan tan ocupados que tengo 2 meses tratando de invitarlo al programa para que él pueda venir, compartir con nosotros y tenerlo acá con nosotros, pues es un placer. So I also add up a little bit. I explained our viewer that we've been trying to get together for about 2 months.
Absolutely.
And you've been so busy, thanks to all the the good work that you guys do, that now we accomplish our conversation on the air, and that's because all the excellent job that you do. So again, we know, Mr. Randall, that always is going to be a plus, because you're always trying to do something more and more and more. Let me ask you this. One of the viewers was asking, what is exactly what the funeral does? Can you elaborate? What do you do so they can know? Because some funerals, they don't do this, some funerals don't do that. Can you talk a little bit about exactly what the services that you guys provide?
Yeah, every funeral home is totally different, so the viewers must know that if they went to one funeral home, it doesn't mean that we're gonna do the same thing like that other funeral home, because we're all different. It's just like getting up in the morning. We all don't get up at a certain time,
That's correct.
We get up whenever we have to get up, either, to go to work or take the kids, to school or go to the doctor. It's all totally different. So what I'm just trying to say as an example is that if you go to one funeral home, they may do something a little bit different from us, but doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong. We're still doing something right. But how it has all started is that we have to go to school, we gotta go to college. That's where it all started. So for the listeners that is curious, how do I do this, or how can I pursue this or this career, you have to go to college first. That's the most important thing, and it's called mortuary science.
Mortuary science.
And going back with the funeral home, we just try to do something ordinary, something affordable, something economical, where it's not costly, where we present the loved one at their church or Catholic church or Iglesias church, and we set up the body, and we do everything accordingly what the family wants. And then after the family is satisfied with everything, then we send the body back home to their country. And then from there, in their country, they set something up, either back home at their house or at the funeral home there, and have their homegoing celebration. And then after that, they bury the body, basically.
Ok, yo le pregunto a él, que uno de los audientes estaba preguntando si nos podía explicar un poco de todo lo que hace, cuál es el proceso. Él explica de que es muy interesante y muy importante prepararnos educativamente, o sea, la educación es clave. Dice que él fue a la universidad para entrar a esta carrera, porque esta es una carrera, y donde le explican exactamente qué es lo que tiene que hacer, cómo lo tiene que hacer y cuándo lo tiene que hacer. ¿Por qué? Porque es entrar al corazón, a los sentimientos de una familia que ha perdido un ser querido. Entonces, cuando eso se trata, pues tratan la forma de darle todos los servicios de calidad y se encargan de repatriarlo a su país de nación, si usted así lo desea. Así que es muy importante que entendamos todos estos procesos. Mencionaba también que cada funeral es un poco diferente y que no importa a qué funeral usted vaya, pero dice que es muy importante entender que la comunicación, que la confianza con tu funeral es clave para que ustedes queden satisfechos con esta clase de servicio. Mr. Randall, quick question.
Sure.
I know you've been working with many different countries in Central America, Latin Americans. Have you ever traveled to any of these countries in the past, like, you know, to see how they do it, or I mean, have you ever tried to go to those countries?
Yes, I would like to go to all these countries, but I'm always here working. So once again, it's always 7 days a week. You know, if I try to plan, I know that I will get multiple calls, and then I got to come back. So I just basically try to stay here, where I can make sure everything goes smooth, goes well. Because once again, if there's a problem, I can fix, you know, the problem, rather than be on the vacation or visiting, you know, the countries, which would be nice, but I don't have a person like myself,
Gotcha.
you know, that
Gotcha.
cares about the families and cares about what goes on. Because once again, in this kind of difficulty, when someone loses their loved one, you don't know when they're gonna pass away.
Yeah.
You know, I may say, well, hey, I'm going on a trip to El Salvador tomorrow.
We wish we would love to have you over
Yes.
in El Salvador.
Which would be beautiful, you know. I would like to be there, you know. But once again, if something happens, then I got to come back, you know, right? Because there's no one licensed but myself. Got to do
Gotcha.
the job.
I
Yes.
understand.
Correct.
So, yo le pregunto a él que si él ha tenido la oportunidad de visitar, porque ellos mandan muchísimas personas, muchísimos bares a Centroamérica, a Latinoamérica. Yo le pregunto que si él ha tenido la oportunidad de ir a uno de estos países a conocerlos. Y me dice de que no, pero que sí le encantaría. Pero también entiende de que tiene que tener respuestas a la comunidad. Entonces que él es el que está certificado en la funeral. Y que pues si él no está, entonces los cuerpos se retuviesen hasta que él llegara. Entonces que por esa razón él en estos momentos no puede despegarse de hacer lo que hace, porque él es quien firma, él es quien da todas las instrucciones para poder repatriar a un cadáver o para poder sacarlo de las morgues y darle los servicios que necesitan. Así que, well, Mr. Rondo, again, I know you're a busy man.
Yes.
Rudy Chavez is calling me, the council is calling me, and I know, let me ask, maybe he wants to. Mauricio Chávez, estamos en el aire con Mr. Rondo.
No, dale.
Okay. I thought he was gonna jump in, but he said, so we are very, very proud of partner up to work with you in different ways. I know you, like I say, you've been here on this area for many years, and you've been helping a lot of families that I know so far. And I know that there's a whole lot of more families that we don't know that you've been servicing, because you've been becoming very popular on this area.
Yes, sir.
And it's thanks for all the work, all the hard work that you do. So anything else that you'd like to share with our community?
Yeah, you know, just let the let the community know that, hey, we are here to help people that may not have no money, or that they run into problems, or that they need some kind of direction. To feel free to give us a call. And once again, yes, we are running a business, but we also love helping people, helping the community. So we are definitely putting the community first, because when you come and see us, you don't have to make a deposit. That's what a lot of people ask. Do we have to make a deposit? Can we leave some money down? And we tell them, don't leave no money. Just come, and we treat you like our family to help the community once again, you know. So if people don't know, just give us a call and we can direct them, we can help them. But once again, you know, you have to be serious about this, because, you know, this is death. This is someone's loved one that passed away, and we can put you in the right direction rather than just making you go around in circles and stuff like that. But you have to be committed, because we are committed to do our job and make sure that when we send your body from here in the United States, we're sending it either back to Mexico or El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras. You know, we are ready. So we just let the family know that it's a 2-week process to do this with, you know, the documents. And that's the main thing. And it doesn't start when the person dies, it starts when the doctor signs the death certificate, and that's when we start our paperwork.
Okay. Le pregunto, de que si había algo más que él quería compartir con la comunidad. Me dice de que me comparte de que quiere mandar este mensaje, que para él la comunidad es primero, que el negocio viene después, que hay familiares que están en muy pero muy malas condiciones económicamente hablando y que él, su funeral está para ayudarles. Es más, él tiene un código, es que una familia no tiene que dejar ningún depósito, es que una familia viene a buscar apoyo y que en Randall Funeral va a encontrar ese apoyo. También especifica de los procesos, dice de que es un proceso aproximadamente de 2 semanas para poder tener el cuerpo preparado, porque siempre a veces hay familias que lo piden en 1 semana o menos, pero que dice que eso no depende de ellos, que todo el papeleo para poder legalizar todos los servicios depende de ya cuando el doctor, cuando en el hospital le firman lo de la acta para él, para poder sacar el body. Así que es muy importante saberlo, porque también dice, nosotros somos muy serios con lo que hacemos y le pedimos a la comunidad que también tratemos estos procesos con mucha seriedad. Así que dice, quiero mandar este mensaje a la comunidad, que si usted no sabe qué hacer, si usted necesita una guía, si usted necesita un apoyo, venga, llámenos y nosotros con muchísimo gusto le estaremos ayudando en todo este proceso. El dinero no es el problema. So I got that very well translated, I think, from A to the Z. I'm not good translating, from Spanish and English or English and Spanish, but I think the message is very clear, Mr. Rundle. Our community, I think we got around 400 and something people watching our live. That's because the community, when we bring projects to our live and our podcasts, they really get involved and they listen. And I always ask them to share, to like the page, because that's one way to reach, other people. Maybe they not able to see it right now, but they will see it later on when they share, to other people. This is a necessary that we all have in our community. It's always good to have a phone number, to have a funeral that we can count on it when something like that happens. So again, Salvadorian United and Create is a nonprofit organization that we really advocate for our community. We always looking, for other, organizations to work as a team, because there's no doubt that when we work, together, we're stronger. And not just in one way, in many different ways. Because I know we're talking about dance right now, but there is also a different necessary. So look, I'm gonna show you something. We as a Salvadorian United, we have 11 programs here on this building. Okay, we have scholarships that we are providing to our kids when they coming out of high schools and they have no money, or they have no chance to go to college. We always look for solutions for them, because when they finish high school, sometimes low-income families, they want their kids to start doing something. So we have schools in here that it helps our kids in AC, plumbing, electricity. We also have another academy that is helping out on health education. We are bringing a clinic to this building. So I wanted to say this, Mr. Rondo, and that's thanks of all inputs that you guys are putting to help our organization, because we alone, we will not do it. So again, on behalf of all the members of our organization, the board, the e-board, you know, we would like to thank you. Because when we asked for help, you was the first one to jump on it. And that is really, really, really what it makes that organization strong. You know, so I wanted to say that there is anything that we can do, you know, to help you as well, you know, in many different ways. Don't hesitate to contact us, because we're here to work as a team, okay? So I know that our community is always looking for, you know, to get answer for questions, but the community is also asking how to get involved and volunteer. We also promoting that. You know, we working in culture, we working art, you know, health, because we believe those kids are, you know, those tools, are kids on our communities to get our community engaged and do something better for the community. When you give something back, you know, that's very strong. It's a powerful tool. So, and I know, you know, that what you do is really are impacting our community. So we got 5 more minutes, Mr. Rondo. I would like to open up the floor for you to, you know, to talk a little bit more, because I know you have a lot to say.
Sure.
So please.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Basically, we just go back that the more money we make, the more we want to give back to the community. That's the most important thing, you know. We definitely believe in resources, you know, helping people. If they don't have answers, you know, we will find the right question with their answers, and just trying to make sure that everybody's satisfied, because once again, with the funeral business, we want to make sure everybody's satisfied with their loved one, sending, you know, their body back home. That's very important, because they have family back home, and you know, they want to have a good home going celebration, and that's the key thing. But once again, if students have any questions, or that they want to go to mortuary science school, or want to do, you know, this job, they can give me a call as well, because we can open up, you know, the doors and tell them the proper direction where to go to in order to do this job, and you know, they have a great future and a better life. You know, I mean, they can go part-time, not always full-time, you know. So if they can just take one class at a time, that's still excuse me, showing, you know, that they're still interested and that they're trying to pursue their goals. Because, you know, the person may be working and can't go to school full-time, but you know, we just want them to know that they shouldn't be hindered by that. Long as if they go to school, they have classes online, they can take, you know, like a few classes, and you know, that will help them to let them know that, hey, we can still make it, you know. It doesn't have to mean that you can be in class all day. You can do it part-time.
Right. Any number, what phone number that they can to contact?
Yeah, they can reach me at 703-490-8112. And if they have any questions about mortuary science, or if someone passes away, we're more than willing to reach out to them, help them, and see what can we do to make their family much easier and better for them.
Le pregunto, le dije que le abría micrófonos para despedirnos este programa, que si quería compartir algo más con nosotros. Y me llama la atención que dice que él vuelve y lo repite, que este es un negocio por y para la comunidad, que él siempre de la plata que ellos hacen, del dinero que se hace como funeral, también traen proyectos a la comunidad. También me está compartiendo de que la funeral siempre está buscando personas que tengan esa vocación para poder hacer esta clase de trabajo, y que si hay jóvenes que estén interesados a esta clase de trabajo, que lo pueden llamar. Lo pueden llamar con muchísimo gusto. Va a inducirnos y a explicarles cómo lo pueden hacer al 703-490-8112, 703-490-8112, y que con muchísimo gusto ellos le enseñan todo ese camino para que se puedan pues ellos aplicar para estos trabajos y hacerlos que son bien pagados. Así que sin más preámbulos, pues nosotros nos vamos a despedir. So, Mr. Ronald, again, thank you so much on behalf of our community. I want to say that, you know, it's a bless for us, of organizations, to partner up, to work with you, and because your vision, your mission, it tied up with our mission and our vision as well. So our goal is to help, which is your goal. And you said something that I really hold into them, is that you make money to support, to help our community. And that's something that we really, really, you know, put it in our pockets and hold into it, because that's a value, you know, that you share. So again, you know, thank you so much for your time. I know you're a busy man, but I hope this is not the last time. This is the first, but not the last, that we have you with us, you know, sharing on this live. So thank you so much again, and on behalf of our organization and our e-board, we appreciate all the work that you've been doing to our community.
Just want to say thank you. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
And invite me anytime, you know, and I will be here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.